Yeah, we back, baby. Keeping it real. Who That Sports Pod? Dolph Jackson, Coach Rock, presented by the Come On In Sports Network. Who That Nation, how you doing? Come on in. Take a seat, it's all good, you're amongst friends. Breaking news, interviews, Saints Juice. Open lines up just for you. 9th Ward, 10th Ward, where you at? 12th Ward, 15, where you at? 3rd Ward, 17, where you at? 9th Ward, all the way in the back. Uptown, baby, downtown, baby. Everybody represent black and gold, baby. Uptown, baby, downtown, baby. Everybody represent black and gold, baby. Who that? Who that? Who that saying they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that saying they gon' beat them Saints? Who That Nation? Falcon Nation, rise up and who that in the building, baby. As we just finished watching the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons battle.
Yeah.
For the 103rd time. Falcons take this one. Falcons now lead the all-time series 57-56. You see, I'm in the building with my brother. Hey, today is their day, bro. They whooped our ass. And let me just say this. A lot of y'all were hating on me this morning when I took off my fan hat and put on my analyst hat. And I said the Falcons will win this game. You are what your record says you are. And have we not been watching the same team since the summer? So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to my brother and let him introduce himself to those of you who may not, for some reason, not know who he is.
What's going on, chat? What's happening? What's happening out there in St. I'm not going to say that because I catch a whole lot of heat from my side over there, but but yeah, you all know who it is. It's E-Man from Atlanta Falcons FANDEMIC. I mean, all up on YouTube, all on Facebook, Twitter, and all that type of good stuff. Just about every platform. But it's good to be in here, man, to share this platform with you. It was a good win for us, but this was a typical Falcons Saints rivalry game. It was a good game. The score didn't show how close it usually is, but I mean, outside of those two missed kicks, was it 2 or 3? Was it 2? I think it was 2.
It was 2.
He missed 2.
2 missed kicks, a fold down.
Yeah, but outside of that, man, I mean, it was actually a good game, and this game could have went either way. I mean, we was on our 5-game skid. We lost 5 in a row. You guys were looking good, but we actually thought you guys were going to pull this thing out across the Falcon content creators. We thought you guys were going to actually pull this out, but it turned out to be a good win for us. We saw a whole lot of different things that went down that didn't normally happen, but hey. I take a W anytime.
Got you, man. Man, let me just say this. These are 2 football teams that ain't good, and one just happened to be worse than the other right now. When I looked at this game and coming into the season, I say that coming into the season, the Falcons were a talented football team. On paper. But once again, the season has started, and after some big victory, especially after that victory against Buffalo, everything was looking up for you guys, and then all of a sudden it's like the bottom fell out. For us, the bottom fell out the day we hired our former head coach, and it's still falling out. But they have finally admitted to themselves that they are in a full rebuild. So what I wanted to see today, really I tuned in to see was Tyler Shuck. And for my who that's out there, let me just say this. It's a very small sample size right now. But I got to say, I like what I see. I like what I see from the kid. Yeah. Now, other than that, I mean, we got some stuff to talk about because we got the first rounder on the offensive line who continues to get his ass whooped. This is the kickback, and we're going to kick back. We ain't no holds barred. Come on in, say what you want. Listen, Cowboy and myself, we're going to put the link in the chat. And we want to hear from everybody. Falcon Nation, rise up. Who that nation, stand up, baby. So, who that record, dog? Clean your eyes. Clean my eyes for what? Tyler Shuck was not the problem today, bro. Come on, who that record? It's too early to start that BS, bro. I love you, but come on.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing about Tyler, man. Yeah. That joker showed a lot of heart because we put a little bit of heat on him. That joker, he actually reminded me of a mini Tyson Hill. The joker played with a lot of heart. He made a lot of things happen that I was surprised he was able to come in and do. Especially going down the stretch, he stayed composed. He didn't outside of that last interception he threw. I mean, he played a very good game. I mean, you couldn't ask more from a rookie. I mean, he played very good.
Man, the kid played a good game, man. It's just you need help, man. And let me just say this: not only do we have a rookie quarterback starting now, we got a rookie head coach, and every week he's starting to remind me of a rookie head coach because some of his damn decisions, man. You have a big, and to me, this was one of the biggest turning points in this game that a lot of people may have overlooked. You get after the field goal, you get the big kickoff return. And on first down, on the very first play after that, he puts Taysom Hill ass in the game. Why? That was not the right moment for that. You took the kid off the field, bro. That was not the right time. That was a bad call at that moment. And just to let y'all know, the Cowboys with a walk-off victory over the Eagles just now. 24-21. What a comeback by the Cowboys, man.
Man, bump them Cowboys. I don't care what's going on in the NFL. I don't want Cowboys to win nothing. I'd rather take an L for the Cowboys to win. Truth be told, I hate the Cowboys worse than I hate the Saints. So I mean, it is what it is. At least I got love for them Saints to win the South. You know what I mean? But I don't have no love, absolutely none for them Cowboys.
Let's greet the chat, man, as they're coming on in, man.
Come on in.
How you doing? Come on in.
What's up, Mama?
In the house. T Mama said, can we say week before last was a fluke? What, the victory? Yes. Tyler Shuck. I don't think the kid's a fluke. Hold on. Shuck ain't the Saints. Shuck it ain't the Saints.
He the future. Sorry, ain't the future. He the future.
What up, Trey, big bro? What's on the big bro? What's on the coaching stuff is because of the funky stink. Well, listen, we know about the management, the front office. Man, you just had the owner come on and say, "I'll be crazy. I'll be crazy to fire Mickey Loomis." No, your ass crazy for keeping Mickey Loomis. Yeah, now you got. I know you're the more powerful person in Louisiana. You got 2 professional franchises, and I don't know what you're looking at, but he's running both of them, and both of them in shambles.
Yeah.
You know.
What's good, brother Wallace?
All right. Swarm. Listen, Swarm. I'm gonna put the link in. You gotta come in, baby.
That's the Swarm.
Hold
what
on,
up, Red?
My third cousin's about to come in here.
Yes, sir.
My third cousin in here, man.
Hey, I got a chance to do a podcast with this cat, man. I'm telling you, he came in just for that little short while he was in. Man, I felt like I've been knowing him for years because we made a statement in that podcast. We was in the Carolina Panthers podcast, I believe it was. And I'm telling you, man, that's a good dude, man. Can't wait to do more shows with him.
I'm a third cousin, man.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, we third cousins. Tell him, Swan. All right. All right. How many points Saints offense score? Let me see. How many points did the Saints offense score today? Close your eyes.
It's happening. It's happening.
I mean, I'm being funny, but I'm so serious right now. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
How many damn points did they score, bro?
Yeah.
This team has had a problem with scoring in the red zone since this summer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you wanted to blame Spencer Rattler, and listen, he had his fault. He was horrible in the red zone. Now he's out, Shuck is in, and this team continues to suck in the red zone. So what's the one common factor right now with this team in the red zone? It's the offensive coordinator, Nussmeier, who a lot of people don't want to talk about. He's a problem. And Kellen Moore is a head coach making these bad decisions. Again, you had just had a big kick return, and you in the very first down after that, you put Taysom Hill in. And again, I sit here and I ask why. It made no damn sense to me.
Right.
So what was your overall thought about this game, Cowboy?
I tell you, this was one of those games where you have it's like you got two first-year teams basically, you know, and it lived up to everything that you wanted to live up to. It wasn't quite. It was like a step above a preseason game. But you know, you guys, both teams, both of us are in the same boat pretty much. We got first-year head coaches, first-year quarterback, first-year coordinators. I mean, we are both facing injuries that we, you know, didn't count on coming down the stretch, right? I mean, we have more than enough injuries to, you know, to list. I think our injury, both of our injury lists are more talented than our starters right now. So I mean, it's bad. It's one of them things that we got to bounce back from, right? I mean, but when you look forward to the future, right? Hopefully these coaches learn from their mistakes, learn the game that they saw today, took something that they didn't realize would actually happen. You know, they didn't realize how big this rivalry is with you guys, right? So, but hopefully going to the future, the games get better, you get more scoring, more defense, and you got players that play with heart, that want to play with heart. So hopefully we get a better showing of talent through going into the future. But I mean, I love today's game. Win or loss.
I don't cut you off, Cowboy, but I'm about to get. We got Kellen Moore at the podium, so we're gonna try to get both of these coaches. And if you can on your end, bring up Raheem, and when he comes on, we go get him on too, so we can hear from both head coaches. Let me get Kellen Moore up there. Let's hear what he got to say right now as he continues his. Hey, you did what you signed up for, baby. What I do? I think I missed it. Hold on, I might have went too far. I think we missed the initial start of it, but here we go. We're gonna start it right there. Let's go, Kelly. Cause your play call and selection and spotty at times.
Yeah, we'll just evaluate that as we go. Obviously, it's an important thing we'll have to evaluate. First, really dig into what happened today as far as, you know, let's communicate at a high level. Let's go through that process, understand how the outcomes occurred, and then you know, we'll obviously evaluate, and there'll be another day to continue to discuss that.
Could Charlie Smith be part of that evaluation to get a look at him?
Charlie's certainly in the developmental role. You know, he's done a lot of good. He's gone through this process for a couple years now in the developmental role. And so, again, it's something we'll just have to spend some time and invest some time. And say he's not going to be the answer to all that. And yeah, I think it's a process that we have to go through.
Man, his kicking 68% on the season.
Yeah, just some of the run game stuff. I like it. You know, it's a numbers game down there, and gaining Taysom, and you know, red zone's on me. We're not getting it done. So it's as simple as that. We're not scoring touchdowns down there. 0 for 3 today, had a huge impact today, and so you know, we got to find a way to get it done.
Like Tyler getting those reps, is there any like future talk though, like investing in that maybe in
I think always the goal is still to win the football game, and there's plenty of opportunities that obviously Tyler goes through that are hard situations and challenging situations, and there's just plenty of stuff in there that red zone wise felt like there would be some good opportunities. Felt like the game in the +1 situation, there's a lot of support. It would be a positive manner. It didn't come out to our outcome, and so you know, certainly there's more opportunities that we'll have to evaluate Tyler. There's plenty of games that we're going to get to evaluate him in those situations, and that'll be an important part of this process. Yeah, it's just a play action, and obviously they got too close, and you know, there was a collision there, and so it was a play action play. We're just going play action pass, and yeah, I didn't get a perfect clean look at it. I was watching the routes as it went, and so I saw a little bit of the footage, but I'll have to look more into it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, run a lot of direct runs to Taysom at the quarterback position. Felt like there was a play opportunity there, and ultimately that's on me. Didn't work. So.
How did you just feel like this was a game with just so many missed opportunities?
Yeah, there's missed opportunities. Credit to those guys. They made the opportunities. They created, enough explosive plays in the game. They made the stops in the red zone. We had our opportunities like a lot of games, and it's just a matter of those small little margins we got to take advantage of them.
How would you describe this as a play caller in this game? Is it frustrating during the course of the game, or do you still feel like you got a bunch of things working? How would you describe, I guess, self-evaluation, the job you did as a play caller?
Yeah, not good enough. Obviously, we didn't get done on offense. It's choppy. We weren't able to create the flow that we had the previous week against Carolina, and so frustrating. I haven't done a good enough job with this group, and we gotta find a way.
How the play calls happen?
All right, because I can't really stand to listen to no more of this.
Certainly, their pass rush have been really productive.
I'm gonna get Zach on. Zach was at the game. Zach, man, you got the hold on, Z.
Well,
Z, you got the full screen, bro.
Can you hear me? Oh, you got the
Yeah,
full
we
screen.
can hear you.
But look, like I want to double up from what Cowboy was just saying. It was like it almost seems like a step up from a preseason game. Obviously that
Right.
Falcons are banged up. They got more injured today, which that sucks for them. Just trying to be in the middle pack of conversation. But we even have people. But goddamn, I don't need this bright ass light. Scout trying to give me a background light. This is my thing. It's people in the crowd were joking about how this looked like a high school game. That's what it looked like. You talk about a team big return from Pettis, missed field goal, drive down, not a great drive. We had nothing going on offense. Get into field goal range, another missed field goal. Second half, they turn it up. We get upfield, we're kind of moving, we're doing things that we need to do right. Get to the 1 yard, not once, but twice, and we can't convert. We can't score a touchdown. Make that shit make sense. You know what I mean? It's frustrating, and like listening to Kellen Moore makes me more pissed off, like a mellow kind of coach or whatever. But man, at some point you just got to stop repeating and regurgitating the same exact things over and over again. He's reminding me of fucking Willie Green right now. I want you to say we came out, we played like fucking shit. I coached poorly, and we didn't get the job done because we got on the 1 yard line. We couldn't get in the fucking end zone. Like, just be honest.
Right.
But that's what I mainly got to say. But how you doing, Cowboy? Congrats on the win, brother.
Hey, what's happening, Zach? Hey, man, we maintaining it. For a second there, I thought Zach was watching a cricket game. He was starting to get loose with the language and everything.
Oh, my bad. No, I'm sorry. I forgot you keep it.
But yeah, man, it was a great game to watch, man. I don't know, man.
We had a handful of Falcons fans right behind us chirping at us for the last 7 minutes of the game. I just had to get some frustration out.
Yeah. Right. I feel you on that. Trust me, I feel you. We're going through the same thing over here on this side. The season could be better for both teams. We could arguably be more competitive than the record says. Obviously, we both got talents on both sides of the ball. But we got to leave it up to these coaches. It's sad, but these two first-year coaches have to go through this learning curve and figure these teams out, man. I really hope we do it sooner than later, and not have to make detrimental decisions that affect the overall growth of both teams. They got their hands full this offseason.
Cowboy, is Raheem Morris a first year coach?
Technically, yeah.
He coached y'all a couple years back, but he was an intermittent? Was that what
he did a little internship.
Okay.
Yeah, he did an intern. He was an intermittent coach, but that was just a move. I don't think nothing came of that. I don't think they really honestly think that Raheem Moore was going to be that guy at that time. I think he was just the guy to fill the shoes till we fired. Who was it? Mike Smith? Who was we fired? I forgot who we fired, but we let our coach go, so they fill him in. But he is. Arguably, he is a experienced coach because he did coach down in Tampa. His first year coach for us. I'm gonna put him like that.
Right.
And we run different defenses. So I'm not defense, it's offenses. So yeah, I would say he is a new coach for us. Yeah.
Gotcha.
He definitely acted like one. I tell you that.
Man, Listen.
Well, you know, like the thing is too,
He
is
performs
like,
like
you know,
one.
it felt even though Atlanta was in control like pretty much the whole game, it wasn't like the Saints defense didn't come out to play. Like, you know, the defense still with the amount of vets that we have on that squad, they know how important this game is, and they really came out and, you know, brought the intensity, and the offense you know, shallowed away. Like it almost felt like, you know, the moment was too big and they didn't game plan right. I don't know what it is, but, you know, defense came out and played well. Like we held y'all down for a while. I mean, I think y'all really only had two like really successful drives, like where y'all were just flowing, I should say.
Yeah.
Man, this is what's
The
crazy
thing about us
this game.
is we're one of these
The
teams
Saints
that
had
play in
7-8 plays.
What you got?
No, I was just saying
7-8 plays,
total
what?
plays. Saints had 7-8 plays, and the Falcons had 55.
Yeah,
and the
78.
Falcons had 302 yards. The Saints 293.
You know, and we go back looking at the struggle we've had on third down. We only converted, I think, 4 out of like 15 third downs or something like that.
Right, and
it was bad.
And just looking at the box scores, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the biggest to me the clincher was the 2nd and 24. You guys got the intentional grounding, and B. Jones gets 34 after
They
being
set
the
up
bump
great
off.
blocking on that play.
Great blocking on that play.
Mm-hmm.
But still the man gets 34 on 2nd and 24. And then the next play, Sugar Free gets burnt by Donnell Mooney for the touchdown, because I told y'all I ain't calling his ass that word because he's sugar free. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no sugar in him, baby.
I agree. I started
Oh,
yelling that
man.
game, dog. I said, there goes Sugar Free, leaving players wide open again down the field. Everybody looked at me and started laughing. I was like, you know, at least it's the Tulane kid that got in. So, like, there was some weird mix of cheers and stuff like that from that, just because, you know, he's a Tulane kid. But hell, man, it was like he's wide open. As soon as they set that play up, I said, oh, they're going for a deep ball here. Everybody in the stands knew it. Everybody on the field had to have known it. Kool-Aid had one job and leaves them fucking 3 yards open.
Now on the broadcast, they highlighted Justin Reed, who had his eyes in the backfield and so could have been responsible for that deep middle of that field.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that could have, you know, that's a possibility too. But still, in all, man, you can't give up that big play. In 2 plays, they in the end zone. To me, that was the game. That was the match. And also, Senior Richards was getting his ass whooped all day on that right side. We got a former first-round pick in Cesar Ruiz, who just continues to get rough, bro. I mean, they got to fix this offensive line through free agency. All the draft. You got to get some goals.
I had everybody laughing at the game, Dolph. I said, there you go. Four first-round picks wasted on linemen that can't block. I mean, Penning is no longer there, but it don't matter. It's still part of it. 4 first-round picks, and Chuck's got 3 seconds to throw the ball every single down. They even went ahead, and they knew the pressure was so bad, they dropped Juwan Johnson back there to help blocking with Devin Neal, and they still couldn't get more than 2 to 3 seconds to get that ball out. You know, it's just bad, man. It's bad football. It's bad football.
Go ahead, Cowboy. What you got?
Yeah, but y'all got to remember too now. Y'all got to remember one thing. We drafted a pair of rattlesnakes that are crazy. I mean, what's his name? James Pierce Jr. and Jalen Walker. Right. Those 2 guys. You talking about something that adds to the defense? I mean, our front line was already stout, and then you add a pair of guys like Walker and Pierce Jr. That just add to it, and you put that up against another rookie line. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, they, for the most part, and you guys pretty much, I'm not going to say you guys played that good as far as offensive line. You saw the improvement, but you were able to make plays. Tyson Hill, if it weren't for him, I think it wouldn't have been that bad. I mean, it wouldn't look that good as it did, because Tyson Hill is all Saints, man. That joker there. I hate when I see his name on the roster as a starter. Give him here.
Y'all can have it.
Give him here.
Tyson Hill, man. Good. No, I'm just talking. But let me see. Taysom is not the same Taysom Hill He's coming off that major injury
Well, you know,
from
the
last
thing
year.
is that it's so
He don't have the
predictable, man.
same
Like,
explosiveness, bro. You know, I think it's going to take him
it's just so dang predictable. And McCoy snapped it high to Taysom Hill 2 times. 2 times that ball was snapped high. One ended up going over his head, but there was one prior to that also almost went over his head. He just barely grabbed it. You know. But the thing is it becomes a situation where it's 4th and 1. Whatever. We're down at the 1 yard line. We're going for all 4 downs. Like, at some point, you got to pull out a play action. You got to pull out something a little bit different. Like, I actually really like the design run for Tyler Shuck that got us to the 1 yard line. Prior that second time that we got down there, it was a really well designed play. It was something different. It caught everybody off guard. I mean, Shuck. I would like to see Shuck put his shoulder down and actually get into the dang end zone. It didn't happen that way, but like that was something that was different. But every other play was same. We were just like, oh, yep, run up the middle. Okay, Taysom, let's see what he does. Whatever. It's repetitive, man.
But I think that would be on your OC because everybody knows when you put Tyson Hill at quarterback. One thing he's not going to do most times out of 10, he's not throwing, he's running. So that will be on the OC to be like, hey, look, let's get some variation here. Let's not be too predictable. Let's throw it a couple of times. Even if we're not going to expect Tyson Hill to throw a long bomb, but you can expect him to throw through a tight end. You know what I mean? So I mean, you got
on the forward down. They tried to, and they got batted. On the forward down, he rolled out. Like
You got batted.
You know. But my thing
is, I was talking about like in the short yardage situation that he was in. We knew he was running. That's why we stacked the box on him. We knew he was running.
Yep. Everybody.
It was a no-brainer.
Everyone knew.
He don't never hand the ball off. Yeah. The prior week against Carolina was the most he ever handed the ball off to Elton in his Saints career. He always keeps the ball. It's too predictable. But my thing is, like I was saying earlier, I'm back to that big kickoff return. That was a bad decision to pull that kid off the field on first down and put Taysom Hill in there.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that because I was not the right time. I was just grabbing food. I think whenever that happened, I came back and I saw on the screen that we had got a big return, and then I came back. I grabbed my food, paid, went, sat down, and Falcons had the ball back, and I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "What the hell happened?" I was like, "Was it a fumble? What went down?" But turn out we missed a field goal. Some with a high momentum swinging moment inside the dome at home, and you miss a field goal.
Right.
Come on, man. Got to be better. Got to play better football.
Yeah. And your kicker has the lowest percentage in the NFL. He's making his kicks at a 68% clip. Why is this man still on the team?
Yeah.
Why? There's no reason for Blake Gruber to be on this team. He's one of
the lowest in the NFL.
He has not put any skins on the wall.
Hold up now.
He has.
Oh, never mind. No, ESPN just posted a notice, but it was just about Blake Gruber getting booed. I thought it was that he got cut, and I was about to start cheering.
Well, they could announce it later tonight or tomorrow. He needs to be gone. Go his ass back to Mayberry.
Yep.
Where he belong. Open killer looking ass. I'm tired of him, man.
Not the Mayberry.
Gotta go.
I am tired of him, bro.
There's only so many chances you can give somebody, man. Look, I feel for the kid, whatever. It sucks, but it's time to go. It's time to go.
What's going on, Chase? Come on in. Chase says, rise up.
Hey,
y'all rose up to that forward victory, bro. Congratulations. Waiting on the
that's my boy. That's my boy Chase. Yeah. I need to go check him out. He's another Falcon content creator here too on YouTube and Facebook. He's another content creator.
Who that, Chase?
What's his channel name, man?
What's his channel? Chase, what's your channel? Put it in the chat, man.
Chase, Chase.
Yeah, put it in the chat, man.
Yeah.
Man, but again, a real talk, man, the rivalry, man. Look, the game was a game. Again, the link is in the chat. Anybody would like to come on with us, please feel free to do so. The game was the game, but it's about this rivalry, man. It's the love or hate. And the other night, Cowboy, I caught some of your show, man, and like you were saying, when we say hate, man, we're not saying literally hate somebody.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, I dislike
Yeah.
the Raiders. I dislike the Falcons, but I got love. That's my brother right there.
Yeah,
Small's my cousin. You know, shout out to the Dixon Way. You know what I'm saying? You know, Country Low. You know, and others, man.
Yeah, I had a long conversation with. I had a long conversation with a mainstream reporter, and I sent the link, not a link, but I sent a message to him, right, and to talk about this rivalry, because you know it's we told it's one of the longest and one of the best rivalries in the NFL. You know, and because he's one that likes to cover like the Falcons Saints rivalry, I've reached out to him, and he came back with this long drawn out message about hate. He didn't like the word hate and all that type of stuff. I'm like, dude, come on, man. You about as old as I am, you know what I mean, or young as I am. Let's change that. And you know, and I'm like, dude, it does not mean an ill will. It's not what it is. You know what I mean? Everybody know what you know when you use it in the term that I used it. Right. It is what it is. It's talking about the rivalry, man. That's all it's about. I mean, but I appreciate the brother reaching back out to me, you know. But at the same time, I mean, it's not. I got family members that are Saints fans. I got friends that are Saints fans. I got brother from another mother, and you guys that are family from another platform that are Saints fans. I'm like, it's no ill will, man. I don't have ill will towards nobody. I don't want to shorten my life like that. You know, this is not. It's just what it is, man. It's hate week. It's a rivalry week. It's an intense rivalry that's been going on for years. And I'm a longtime fan, so I'm gonna use that word hate, but not in the sense that he wants to use it. So, I mean, I appreciated him though. Anyway, reaching back out to me, but it's okay. It's okay. Maybe he said he'll come on and do another show, just not that one. But it's all good. It's all good. we still got it in though.
Yeah, I mean, he says hate, man.
I appreciate the love.
Really hating, you know what I'm saying? Listen, it's a fierce, intense, passionate rivalry between two teams and two fan base who love their teams. Now, you do have some people on both sides out there who take it too far. But again, the key
here, but I'll catch y'all next time. Good catching up with you, Cowboy Dolph. I'll let y'all later, guys.
All right, man. Y'all be safe getting home, man.
Right,
go through it. Man,
go ahead, man. Appreciate it. Now there you go.
Just boot me out, Dolph, because
all right, I'll kick you out, bro. Get out. Love you. Get out. All right. That's my boy Zach, host of Real Fan Sports, RFS Saints, man, and part of the Come On In Sports Network. He was live at the Saints Falcons game today. This is a joint podcast of the Atlanta Falcons Fandemic and the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. I'm DOLPH Jackson, the host of the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. I threw it to you. Catch it, Cowboy. I threw it to you.
I missed that. I missed that. What's his name?
Rewind.
Who was his name?
We go rewind. I'm DOLPH Jackson.
Old Falcon receiver.
Host of the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast, and I'm joined by.
Hey man, look, and I haven't even started drinking yet, man. This is E-Man.
Hey, rise up, help your boy out, man.
Hey man, look, I'm concentrating on this. Hey, look, I'm concentrating on this Corona that got the sweat going down the side of it. I haven't touched yet.
Look, he having a victory drink. Now, I know some people are laughing, man. I know some people are laughing right now at this. Right now,
you know what? That's what I start.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna start doing when it's time for me to take a sip. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, there you go. Just tap your hammer like Richard.
But y'all know who it is. This E-Man from the Falcons Fandemic, y'all. Yeah, we in the house. We're gonna look at this game, man, as a stepping stone to the next season. Both of these teams are huge rivalries. For those of you that missed my show yesterday, you can go back on YouTube and look at it. All it does is talks about the rivalry, and we touched on this game that we just watched. So Just come on in and let's talk about this Atlanta Falcons Saints rivalry. It's a long-term rivalry, and a lot of people don't know how the Saints rivalry started. You know, it was a good way for it to start. But we made up the NFC South. We are the original two teams that made up the South. Tampa Bay didn't come along until later on. Carolina, you guys, most of you already seen know when they came on, but we make up the NFC South. The NFC South would not be without the Atlanta Falcons and the Saints, and we both wanted to claim the South. So, and that's pretty much how it got started. And the one game that it all stems from, and we started talking trash from that day on. With the first game against y'all, and it was 62-7, I think. With the Falcons being came on out victors on that, but after that, it became heated. After that, and like I said, it was a hate-love relationship between us because we were actually, like I said, we made up the South. So you talk about two cultures that were eerily similar. Both of us had had our own cuisine coming in. Both of us had our own hype. I'm gonna say it like that for all you young kids, but we all had our own culture, right? But like I said, the NFC South, we both wanted to claim it. So and right now we got like the most heated rivalry in the NFL, regardless of what the main media is saying. I mean, we had the rivalries like the Dallas Cowboys and the 49ers and the Raiders and the Jets and all that back in the day that were rivalries, but this rivalry here, you cannot talk NFL rivalries without talking about Saints, Falcons, football. And truth be told, we had a rivalry that almost got started with the Dallas Cowboys and also one with the 49ers back in those days when they were trying to heavily push the NFC West. So, but yeah, I mean, when the Saints and the Falcons rivalry jumped off, guys, really, we actually started like this heated thing when you talk rivalry football. So yeah, man. I mean, let's talk about it. I want to know how many people were around back then. The thing about got started. So,
but this rivalry,
I don't want you to drop your age in the chat. Just put a thumbs up if you know. Yeah,
it's like this,
but
man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good rivalry, man.
This rivalry is like a college atmosphere, man. That's the type of rivalry it is, man. You got both fan bases traveling to the other city in busloads. You have fan bases now, though one's in black and red and the others in black and gold, who have now become virtually family because of seeing each other year after year at the game. They have changed numbers. They have become lifelong friends. And and again, it's just like being married to a spouse who's a Georgia fan and you're a Florida fan. So, that particular day, you got to split house, baby. And it's just that. But again, this rivalry, man, it goes back. I remember the Big Ben. I remember the night Michael from New Orleans, Michael Haynes went off on the Saints for 200-something yards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember the year the Falcons went to the bowl
in the Saints
with Jamal Anderson and doing the damn dirty bird, and they birded their way all the way to the Super Bowl. I remember them days. Hell, I'm young enough. I mean, old enough, young enough to remember.
Young enough.
CBS NFL Today was my show, baby. And one of my favorite. The reason I'm doing this now is one of my favorite announcers and sportscasters of all time was Brent Musburger, man. And I used to wait for them Sunday mornings when the game come on, NFL Today come on, and you hear Brent say, "You are now looking live at whatever state it was." Right. Man, that hyped you up for the day, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Then Herb Cross on there with him. You know what I'm saying, man? So, this rivalry goes back, man. You had a lot of great players in this rivalry. This rivalry means a lot to a lot of players. You have players who have played on both sides, like today, David Onyemata. This was his 19th Saints Falcons game. Think about that. Then think about this.
Yeah.
One of the greatest kickers in the history of the National Football League, forever be a Saint, even though he went to Atlanta, Martin Anderson.
Yeah.
Martin Anderson
my
kicked
man.
for the Saints and then went to the Falcons. Now, to me, as a Saints fan, that was a cardinal sin. You go to any other team, don't go to the Falcons. You know,
Go to the Falcons. Exactly.
Then it was Bobby Abel, the founder, founder for the Who That Nation, who said, hey, he got mad with the Saints because they won't give him his paper. Who he gonna play for? The Atlanta Falcons. Joe Horn.
Everybody want to get their get back.
Yeah, everybody want to get their get back, man. You know what I'm saying, man? But it's
and now we got Caden Ellis.
Man, you got
Caden Ellis came from you guys.
You had Caden Ellis, Anya Mata. You had our
Anya Mata. Yeah.
You had the damn defensive line coach.
Nielsen. Yeah, Ryan Nielsen. He was a good one too.
Yeah, Ryan Nielsen is a good head coach, man.
Yeah.
But man, again,
I was surprised for him didn't keep him.
Yeah, but like Cowboy was saying, man, you got two teams that right now, and realistically, well, I know we not going nowhere. Now, what I hope is that a lot of y'all out there in the black and red, please don't let this win over the 2-9 Saints go in your head and think you about to get back in the playoff race.
No. We already know it,
brother.
Yeah, we already know what it is. The best we can do is 10-7 on the season, probably. But mathematically, we already know that it's going to be one of the things that we know we out.
Right.
Even if we win out, it's going to be tough. Yeah. Because we've already lost. We lost 2 games against Carolina. Lost the 1 against Tampa Bay. And we got to go see them again. We got to come see y'all again. It might be a different result. So
we got to come to y'all next time. Matter of fact, it's the last game, final game of the season. Saints and the Falcons.
Yeah, final game of the season.
Final game of the season, man. But y'all won't have to worry about playoffs, though. Y'all ain't worry about it. Y'all won't be fighting for 10-7. Don't do it to yourself, bro.
Like I said, it's a typical Falcons Saints rivalry.
Don't do it.
You never know.
Yeah, I know that. Different results. I know both of these teams will be picking in the top 12 in the draft. I guarantee you that. Hell, I know one team will be picking in the top 5.
No, we won't be picking in the top 12. We already we've already stopped our first pick.
Hey, that was a good move by y'all, man. Kids paying off. Man.
And I think we still can get some great players with the remaining picks that we got. But a lot of people think that we should combine our picks to move up. But I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'm going to trade. Oh, you know who else I forgot that we got from you guys?
Who that?
Terry Fontenot.
Yeah.
Terry Fontenot, our GM.
Yeah. That's
we
why
got him from you guys. Yeah.
Why y'all in predicament? Y'all because he learned from Mickey Loomis. He worked with Mickey Loomis.
No. I'm not gonna say that.
Fontenot's a problem too, bro.
He did a great job of rebuilding this team, man.
When?
I think he did a great job with us, though.
When y'all made the playoffs since he been there?
He didn't really have to rebuild it. He really didn't have to rebuild it. He had to restructure. He didn't have to rebuild his team. He had to restructure this one. Now, you talk about we got 3 players in the draft. I'll say it one more time.
Now I was asking.
Yeah, he had to restructure.
Since he's been there.
I mean, nobody could have predicted the kind of season that Kirk Cousins was going to have. Nobody. And you could arguably say that that was one decision that he probably would take back. Me myself, I like the idea of Kirk Cousins coming here, even for that amount of money. Because if you look at what the rest of these veteran quarterbacks are making, man, it is crazy. We got Kirk Cousins cheap, I think. The only thing is the back end of that contract hits our cap hard. But if Kirk Cousins had a deal what he's supposed to do, come in, win playoff game, and to the Super Bowl, nobody would have questioned that money. They would have said it would have been the best money worth spent. But because we're fans, we're couch coaches, and that's people going to have different opinions about it. But
Right.
if you look at who we picked up in the draft as a quarterback, injury prone, rookie, and somewhat variation of a different system. And of course, it was a different system, but you got to ride with the veteran quarterback. Nobody could have predicted that Kirk Cousins was going to have the season that he had with the injury, and then he got in his feelings about the pick. And truth be told, he probably got in his feelings about that number 8 jersey that Kyle Pitts was refusing to give up. So a lot of things changed during that time. And trust me, believe people, I think that number 8 jersey had a lot to do with Kirk Cousins and the way he performed last year.
I'm
That's just my opinion on that one. I mean,
if that man performed like that last year with Jersey, he shouldn't be playing football. I highly doubt that. But let me ask you that.
Hey,
why y'all do that, bro? No. I'm serious. I'm serious when I ask this, bro. Why do y'all do that, man? When I say y'all, I mean my fan base too, bro. Because they saying the same thing about Tyler.
Yeah.
All right, you know that was Michael Penix Jr. was a good selection for y'all, man. You cannot
I know that, hands down. I know that.
Getting hurt or injured, but people like to use the word injury prone. Now that he's hurt, it was a bad pick. We knew he couldn't stay healthy. We went out, we got Kirk Cousins, we gave him $100 million. On our side, it was like we gave Derek Carr $100 million. We didn't draft a quarterback, and now we stuck in this situation. We go out, we draft a quarterback the first time, but man, he's 26, man. He's too old to play. He's 26. You know, sometimes
hey, look, and you know what though?
Yeah.
In the same breath, they saying Bo Nix. They saying Bo Nix is one of the best, and he's the same age. The man spent 20 years in college, but he should be one of the best. Yes, but here go the thing too, and here go the thing too. A lot of people are not realizing the role that Kirk Cousins plays here for Atlanta, right? And Kirk Cousins has to be. Well, at the present time, he was the starting quarterback, but now he has to play backup quarterback. He still has to mentor Penix, right? He still has, and you got a first-year offensive coordinator. Now he got to babysit him, and he got to still remain in shape and in tune with what the offense is doing, and keep this Michael Penix doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, he playing like 3 different roles. So I mean, that $100 million, man. I'm like, we spent that. I mean. It was either him or who else. Who else you going to pay that to?
Who's the
Tannehill? No.
Who's the offensive coordinator?
Zach Robinson.
Zach Robinson came from the Rams.
First coordinator.
When he was hired from the Rams. No, last year he came to y'all last year. This is his second year.
Yeah. So,
second year. So my thing is, when Zach Robinson came, he was one of the most coveted young coordinators out there. You guys got him. We had last year. We had
presumably.
Last year we had that ain't what y'all was saying when y'all got him. It wasn't presumably then. It was like we got.
No. I don't know who said it.
Yeah. They said.
Look, I don't know who said it because
you might not say
he was not the offensive coordinator with the Rams.
No, he was no. I didn't.
Well, somebody may have said it. I'm just saying for the most part, everybody was suspect.
He was a highly coveted assistant.
Yeah. He was not
looked to be the next great offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
and he was highly sought after. Hell, we was in the market for him too before we went with Kubiak. We got Kubiak, and after 2 weeks last year,
and you
think he was the greatest thing sliced bread, but then we saw what happened after that. Now he's going to Seattle. They had a great start to the season. They winning. You know what I'm saying? But it goes about it all has to do with you got to be whether a player, coach, or whatever. It matters the building you in. It matters the culture you in. It matters the players you have. It matters the coaching staff who you work with every day. Everything has to align, man, to be a good football team, man.
Yeah.
And right now, like I said, go ahead. I'll finish after you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but here's the reason why a lot of people have so much faith in Zach Robinson, right? He came in with the Sean McVay's playbook, right? You went out and you got a quarterback who could play either one. He could play the West Coast. He could play the Sean McVay and Kirk Cousins. He could play either one of them. Now, you went out and drafted a quarterback who plays out of that Sean McVay system. So now you're thinking like, okay, we put this thing together. We found people that we don't have to come in and introduce to a new system. So we drafted this quarterback high at number 8. So when as a fan, you looking at this thing like, okay, we already got a foot in. We got the head a heads up on everybody with we don't have to really train nobody. It's just a matter of developing chemistry. And we thought with Zach Robinson, who has coached in that Sean McVay system, and then you got Raheem Morris, who was on the tailcoat of one of the greatest coaches in football today, and Rams coach, I can't remember his name, but then you got a quarterback who plays in that system, and then you got a backup veteran quarterback who can play either way, who can teach that system to Penix. We thought we had a whole system going here. Like we couldn't lose. And on paper, you got Drake London, Bijan, Darnell Mooney. Something we have never had. We've never had like wide receiver running back, backup running back, backup wide receivers this deep, the depth, being this deep. We never had that.
Right.
And that's what I was sharing with one of the other content creators. This is arguably one of the best on paper, one of the best teams we've ever had. As far as we talking about starting talent.
What team?
Starting talent, our team.
No, man.
Our team. The starting talent. Hold on, let me finish. The starting talent, when you talk about starting talent and then depth. This is arguably the most talented team we've had. Now, I'm not saying the wins accumulated to that, barring the record. But when you talk about personnel wise, if Drake London go down, we got Casey Washington, we got Kyle Pitts, we got Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod. We got all those guys that can step in and handle the rock just like Drake. If Darnell Mooney goes down, if they had brought him up, then we would have had him. But either way, we had receivers that could cover if one receiver goes down. We got 8 receivers on board right now, and all of them could start anywhere else in the league. Every last one of them. We've never had that. We got 3 of the top running backs in the league. Any one of them go any place else and start.
Bijan Robinson can go anywhere and start. Tyler Algier cannot go anywhere and start.
Tyler Algier is going to be sought out.
Drake London is good, but he can't go. Now, I don't know. I'm on the fence with him. But as far as y'all being deep at receiver, they put it up. They put it up today, bro. Listen, this man Drake London has 60 receptions, right? Your next receiver, official receiver, not tight end, not running back, was Darnell Mooney with 16 catches for 42 yards. Casey Washington 6 for 14. Ray McLeod 6 for 14. David Seals 4 for 9, and Kadero Hodges 3 catches for 10 yards, bro. That is not. Shut up.
Listen.
That is not a receiving code, brother. I got that close now. That is not a.
Let me tell you,
bro. That is deep, bro.
Listen,
that is.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Again, I'm gonna let you go. I just need to say this before I lose the track. So what I'm saying is this, bro. On paper, I understand what you're saying. On paper, that's why I don't deal with it on paper. On paper, it looked like we had a decent team. Paper don't win football games, bro. And right now, it's about what you production. These guys combined, bro. The combined Atlanta Falcons receiving core, minus Drake London, they don't even add up, bro. You got 16 and 12 is what? That's 28. You got 32, 34 receptions between the other wide receivers and Drake London, man. That is not a productive wide receiver core, man. So
I'm not arguing that. Yeah, we fell short.
So the talent is not there, bro.
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. This is what the answer to that. The problem is Zach Robinson. This is the exact same receiving core we had last year. This is the exact same one. We added a couple receivers, even drafted a couple of them. Well, we got them through the undrafted process, but it falls on Zach Robinson, and it shows that he has a disconnect on this playbook. Either he's not opening it up, or he's not fully utilizing it, or he don't know it. One of the two. But we saw what this receiving core could do the last 4 or 5 games of the season last season. This is the exact same receivers. Like I said, we only added, I think, 3 of them. But everybody last year were go-to guys that we could have went to with weapon. Kirk Cousins showed that when we went and played Philadelphia, when we went and played Minnesota, when we went and played Carolina, when we went and played Tampa Bay. Kirk Cousins showed what we can do with these receivers. So it's not the receivers, it's not the personnel by a long shot. It is definitely the offensive coordinator.
No, man. No,
it's
don't do that, Cowboy. You too smart for that, bro. Don't do that.
No,
no, bro. You cannot let these players off the line, bro. No,
I'm not because we've had.
How Zach don't know his own playbook? No, players need to be held accountable. You can call the right play at the right time. If they do not execute, that's on the player. These players have not stepped up for y'all. Just like the Saints receiving core have not stepped up for them. They have not stepped up for y'all, bro. It's just that simple. 34 receptions between all of them, the same guys from last year. That's pathetic.
I am not. Bro. Trust me, I am not.
That on the offensive coordinator, bro.
I am not holding off accountability. I am not holding off accountability. I am the one that will hold accountability. Now, the thing is, and we've had some drop catches that should have been caught. However, when you look at let's take it, for example, the game today.
Yeah.
The game today, if Michael Penix had played today, you would not have seen Michael Penix on the center. He would have been in pistol all game long. And that's the big difference. And you saw what Kirk was able to do. Michael Penix could do the exact same thing, if not better. We saw that last year. Trust me. And the receivers that produced for us last year, when you saying Kadero Hodge, when you saying Chris Blair, Casey Washington, these guys are not playing this year. And they should be. Ray McLeod is gone, so we can't count him. So that means if we let go Ray McLeod, that means one of these producers that we had last year should have been brought up, right? But we didn't do that. We went in and brought up a player who has never played for us, David Seals. And even now, they brought in Dylan Drummond. Where's Chris Blair? Where's Kadero Hodge? These are receivers that produced for you last year, scored touchdowns for you last year. But they're not playing at all.
There's a reason they're not playing. These players see them every day.
Chris Blair is still down there on the practice squad, bro.
But why is he still on the practice squad, bro? There's a reason, bro. These coaches.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's Zach Robinson, huh?
Coaches see these players every day in practice, bro. They know.
So
they know.
So you think there's a difference?
No, man. Yeah, there's a difference. That was 2024. This is 2025. And if they're not on the active roster, that's because the coaching staff as a unit and the offensive coordinator and the head coach all agree that they're not better than who's on the active roster right now. And if you got to go out and get somebody to bring them in, that's saying, hey, we need an upgrade in that room. Now, last year, and I hear what you're saying, but you were saying, Dolph, last year against when Kirk Cousins had those same guys, he did this with him and that. That's last season. We're in 2025 right now. Y'all just won y'all full game. This offseason, you guys were one of the favorites. A lot of people picked the Falcons as one of the teams to come out the NFC this year to be that team that took a big jump. But unfortunately for y'all, bro, it has not gone that way. You got one of the best all-around, all-purpose talents in the National Football League. It be John Robinson. Drake London, I made fun, but Drake London is a good wide receiver. Michael Penix, before he got hurt, had thrown for just under 2,000 yards. The kid can play. And you say, well, he can do the same thing that Kirk Cousins can do from under center. As a coach, and you heard me say this, I've heard you even say it, as a coach, your job is to put a player in a position where he's most comfortable and where he will be most effective for himself, but most importantly for the team. So as a coach, you don't want to take a square and try to stick it into a round hole, bro. You don't want to force it in. You have to be able to adapt. So and that goes for right now. I believe it's play calling and the players here in New Orleans. The red zone has been a problem with this team all the way back in training camp. They couldn't score in the red zone in training camp. And here we are with 6 weeks left in the season, and they're still the worst red zone offense in the National Football League. Eventually, it goes from the players to the coach. What players are you calling? And then when the coach does call the right plays, or the players on the field executing it. And right now, this team on my end, they're not doing it, bro. And on y'all end, bro, to me, the Falcons are one of the most disappointing teams in the National Football League this year.
Agree. Yeah.
I believe that the Falcons coming into this season, and I say it, and I got a lot of flack for it. I say, y'all might not want to hear this. To my who that I say, but the Falcons are one of the most talented teams in the NFC.
Right.
All they need is good quarterback play and show up that defense.
Right.
The problem with the Falcons is they're inconsistent. They don't show up at the right time. You get a big win against Buffalo.
Right.
Then you come back. How the hell you get shut out by Carolina? 30-0.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How the hell that happened?
That's my point. That's my point.
But the coach, you don't get a field goal. You don't get a
that's
field
my
goal.
point. Look, that's my point. Look, when you watch this game here, I truly believe that Kirk Cousins called his own game. I truly believe that. I truly believe he called his own game. I think Zach Robinson, when another thing that you saw too on the sideline, when Michael Penix goes to the sideline, whether he had a good play or bad play, when he goes to that sideline, most of the time, I tell you 8, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see that quarterback go to that sideline, pick up that pad, and his offensive coordinator is right there. I don't think you will find not a footage this year where Michael Penix and Zach Robinson showed that type of relationship. Now today, they kept the camera on Kirk Cousins on the sideline. They showed Zach Robinson in his face the whole time. There's a disconnect, bro. I mean, it's Zach Robinson. I'm telling you, and a lot of Falcon fans would agree that if Zach Robinson is here at the end of the season, or should I say by the end of the season, he's not gone. We don't want to win. Because he is the orchestrator of this offense. He has that playbook. And if you look at that playbook, it is the most successful playbook in the NFL. And everybody that's using that playbook is successful right now. They're winning. Nobody has a losing record. You don't have a losing record.
Who else using McVay offense?
Tampa Bay uses it. Philly uses it.
Philly uses what?
That McVay system. They don't have that spread offense. They have that. They have that Sean McVay.
They offensive coordinator was with them last year. He backed up Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore was there last year, and Kellen Moore didn't come from McVay tree.
Even when Jalen was there, just because you didn't coach with him, don't mean you're not using the playbook. You're using the playbook. Shanahan uses it.
Shanahan his daddy made the playbook. So I mean,
no, he's using Sean. He's using that. That's all in the same system. All that is under the same tree. His dad too. All of that is under the same tree. Bill Walsh playbook. Yeah. All of that is. We call it the Sean McVay because he's the one that has won Super Bowls with it. But it's Bill Walsh's playbook originally. It's Bill Walsh's playbook. But everybody who's using that playbook is winning and is successful. If they have a mobile quarterback, they are winning and are successful.
It's all about the personnel, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, we got if you Zach Robinson, why are you trying to fix that what's not broken? Right? Kadero Hodge was one of these players is probably one of the best third down receivers we got. He proved that last year and the year before that. And he still produces. Chris Blair, same way. He came into the season being one of your best wide receivers. Another bad coaching decision. Our kicker, him and Younghoe Koo go head to head in practice all through preseason. He came in. We got this man from across seas, from Germany. This man beat Younghoe Koo all season long. He beat up on him. But when it comes down to making the 53-man roster, you keep Younghoe Koo and you place this man on practice squad. Your Lenny Craig, you put him on the practice squad. Now, mind you, any player that you pick up in the international waters, you have one player that you can pick up that does not count against a 53-man roster.
Yeah, we got one. Charles Smith.
Why we don't have this man kicking field goals? We don't went out and got 3 other field goals and ain't gave this man a shot. Now this man here kicking 70-yard field goals.
Yeah, in practice.
It don't matter. This man, hold on. I take that back. Yes, it is in practice, but if he do it in practice, give him a shot on the field. You giving everybody else a shot.
He's the offensive coordinator, not the special team coordinator.
Yeah, that may be true, but the fact that you have went from Younghoe Koo, you let him go, but you go outside the organization and you brought in more kickers that can't kick 70-yard field goals to save their life, and what has been shown, they can't kick 40 and 50-yard field goals. So at the very least, how is this man gonna get game day experience if you don't put him in there?
Yeah, did the special team coordinator or head coach say he needs to be in there?
Yeah, he obviously need to be in there. We lost games because we couldn't kick field goals.
Listen to what I'm asking. Has the special team coordinator and the head coach say, "Hey, it's time for him to be in the game," and have they started him? No, they have.
I'm pretty sure they have.
They see him every day, bro. We got Charlie Smith. I know exactly what you're saying. We got Charlie Smith, strong leg. He's an international player. Everyone right now, we've been early in the season, we were calling for Grouper to go. Now, definitely after this game, for some reason, he holds to us. And so I know how you feel with that one. He's still on this team. We're going to go outside, most likely, and bring in kickers for trials.
Right.
We got a kid right here on them kick. Listen, we're in a full rebuild. We ain't winning. We ain't going nowhere, so it can't hurt to see what this can do.
What he can do
to a game. You know, so I'm with you on that. But again, if the special team coordinator and head coach don't make that call, we can't see him. And
that's why I'm putting it all on Zach Robinson. Now, Raheem ultimately is the head coach. Yeah, he ultimately is the head coach. But when you look at the one or two, if this team decides to move on from any one of them, Zach Robinson gonna be the one we move on from. Raheem is gonna be giving out one. This is only his second year as the and head coach. We always give our head coaches 3 years. So he's gonna be here.
Don't do it. Learn from us. Don't do it.
But Raheem Morris made the mistake when he took the job. He made the mistake of bringing in 2 brand new coordinators, inexperienced coordinators that could not help him.
Well, how do you become an experienced coordinator? Because every experienced coordinator right now was an inexperienced coordinator at one time. I give you that. And coming in as a new head coach, bro, that's just like you. You coming in, if you the head coach, you go to the grocery store, man, you want to buy your own groceries, bro. If you go down as a head coach, you want to go down with your guys.
Yeah.
You
but
gonna hire people that you feel are competent, people that you trust. And see, a lot of times that goes into this coaching stuff too. A lot of coaches need coordinators that they trust. And what kind of coach are you? Are you the kind of head coach that micromanages, or are you the kind of head coach that says, "Hey, I hired you to do a job. I'm gonna let you do a job. If I see where I need to step in, I'm gonna step in. I don't care if we're friends off the field. I don't care if our wives talk every day. They go shopping together. I don't care about none of that. Because at the end of the day, it's a business and it's about winning football games. So my thing is, bro, like I've said it and I said it. I'm gonna say it again. I don't believe Raheem Morris unless y'all go on a major winning streak. I don't believe he should be the head coach of the Falcons next year. But here's what's going to happen. They're going to let him start the season next year. And if things go bad, then they're going to fire him in the middle of the season. Then you're going to have to promote an interim head coach. Then you're going to have to go at the end of that season and start searching for a head coach. Then you're going to hire that head coach, and then he's going to have to come in with his people, and then you're going to have to let him try to build his foundation and build his program up. That's what we're going through here. I'm telling you, bro. I'm sitting here and I'm watching it, and I see it.
Yeah, that's how we've done it. That's how we've done it. And now, to your point, if I'm a head coach, I'm a first-year head coach, right? If I'm coming in, I'm not going to play the buddy system at all.
Right.
If I want to keep my job and I want to bring in competent coordinators, veteran coordinators, that if I can't come up with an answer, I can lean to my coordinator and say, "Hey, I need your help. What do you think we need to do?" He can't do that. Raheem Morris cannot do that. Zach Robinson cannot do that. Jimmy Lake at the time, he could not do it. Who he gonna turn to?
What do you mean? His offensive coordinator.
This dude can't tie his shoes.
And Raheem Morris can't coach. Raheem Morris is not a head coach, bro.
Listen.
He's not a head coach, bro. Everybody is not head coach material, brother.
Yeah, that's the point that I'm making. I'm a head coach who's first year a head coach. Matter of fact, Dion did the perfect thing. Dion said, "Hey, I'm first year coach. I'm going to bring in guys that know what they're doing. Guys that can get the job done." And that's what he did. That's why he's so successful. He didn't play the buddy system. He could have very well have went out and got Michael. He could have very well went and got Michael Irvin. He could have went and got Michael Irvin.
Successful what? Colorado?
Yeah.
Colorado ain't successful. Colorado losing.
And Jackson, he was successful down there too. Now, hold on now. Let's give the man some slack. This man is bringing about a program that couldn't win a game.
Yeah,
they won one game in the last 2 seasons. So he has been turned. He has.
They won. How many they won this year?
I don't remember this. I know they won more than one.
They might won 3.
I mean, but the competition is a little different too now. And he said himself coming in. He said he needs 5 years. He needs it. He said in 5 years' time, he'll be able to play against different competition.
Got to build them trenches up. That's what they.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He said, I don't have the trenches. I don't have the linemen. That's what he said. Now, the thing it is, he brought along people that he can say, okay, if I'm at a loss for an answer, I can lean on this guy.
Right.
Now, mind you, he has a head coach, 2 head coaches on his staff right now that have coached in the NFL. That's telling me he's went out and got veteran leadership. People he can turn to.
To me,
we can't do that.
To me, what you're saying is you're giving Raheem Morris a pass, bro.
No.
Because you were saying that, he can't turn this off.
No,
he hired Zach Robinson as his offensive coordinator. He sat down with this man. He interviewed this man. He spoke to people about this man in the league. The Falcons were not the only one interested in this man. This man, listen, if you're any kind of coach in the NFL, you are knowledgeable. All right.
Right.
So this man to be considered as one of the top candidates to be an offensive coordinator in the National Football League. That means
Who consider him?
A lot of people, bro. We ain't gonna do
Who
that.
consider Zach Robinson to be a top coordinator?
Man, a lot of people did, bro, including the Falcon fans, including you. When y'all were going out to get him, y'all did,
bro.
Y'all did, bro. A lot of people did.
Look, I'm not gonna make it a bet, bro. I'm not gonna make it a bet, but I'll give you $1,000. I'm not gonna make it a bet, but I will give you $1,000, and you can find where I have said that Zach Robinson was the best guy for us right there.
Who
the only coach that I had, the only coach that I had expressed confidence in was Raheem Moore. That was the only coach. I didn't express no confidence in Jimmy Lake. I didn't express no confidence in Zach Robinson whatsoever. The only guy that I said
before y'all hired him.
Yeah, before we hired him. Yeah.
How would you not have confidence in a person that you haven't even seen
No. We know what kind of team we had here in Atlanta, right? We knew with all these young guys that we had that we needed a veteran hand. Raheem Morris was young enough. He was the hype man all along. He was not actually the shot caller. He has been the hype man for Atlanta for years. Even when he was here, he was not the guy. Raquan Manuel was the guy. He was the defensive coordinator. And Raheem Morris played the same role when he was in Los Angeles. He was not the defensive coordinator. He was just on the coattail of the guy who was the coordinator. He was not the defensive coordinator here or in Los Angeles.
So why hire him? You saying experience? So why hire him as the head coach? Why not go get a more experienced head coach than Raheem Morris?
Hey, trust me. Ask me. Look. Truth be told, I don't think Terry Fontenot chose Raheem. I really don't.
It's off the blank.
I think it's off the blank or either or Jim McKay. I don't think neither. I don't think. I think if Terry Fontenot had chose him a head coach, I think we would be in better position. They gave that man all free reign except choosing the head coach, and then when choosing that head coach, he brought along two coordinators that had no NFL experience whatsoever.
They had NFL
experience. I get what you're saying. Everybody got to start somewhere. I get what you're saying. Everybody got to. Huh?
He had NFL experience. He was on the NFL staff.
Zach Robinson was in the exact same position as Raheem Morris, only he was on the offensive side of the ball.
He was on the coaching staff.
He was not the coordinator over in Los and over in.
Was he not on the coaching staff, and was he not?
He was on the coaching staff, but it's a difference
with the implement of the playbook, of the plays, of the week of the game plan. Again, everybody starts somewhere, bro. You can't.
But the players had access to the playbook. No, but here go the thing. And I tell these guys this all the time. There's a huge difference between going from offensive coordinator to a head coach. Just because you can call plays and hype up a team don't mean you could be a head coach. Just because you're a great coordinator does not make you a great head coach.
Exactly.
Same thing goes for an assistant. Just because you're a great assistant don't mean you can fill the shoes of the offensive coordinator. That's why you see a lot of these players. Perfect example, Jared Gray, one of the defensive guys for the cornerbacks on our team. Now, as fans, we think Jared Gray is the next coming when it comes. I ain't gonna say the next coming. I know bad choice, but we think he can fill the shoes of a defensive coordinator. But this man telling you himself, I don't want the job. He comfortable where he is. He doesn't want the head coaching job. He comfortable where he is. He don't want to set himself up for failure. Now, if he chose to step out there, that's going to be on him. But Zach Robinson and Raheem Morris, both of these guys don't step into shoes that I don't think that they was ready for. Now, Raheem Morris, I say, yeah, okay, because he's been a head coach. He knows the Atlanta system. He knows the system, the culture. Then I say, okay, maybe he could make a difference here in Atlanta. He was that guy that got people that buy in on at least he did come in with a game plan. And he the one that got people to buy into that game plan. He had everybody bought in. But when it came down to game management, coaching, you started seeing where he needed tremendous improvement. We started seeing why he had been called up to coach other teams. We started seeing where the errors that he made, why he was never put in the position of the defensive coordinator. He was always the guy being the assistant to the defensive coordinator. So when he made that jump, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Now you take Jeff Albrecht, for example. Jeff Albrecht is a defensive coordinator. That guy's he can command a defense. Now, after he did that, he would become a head coach for the Jets. Now, while he was a defensive coordinator, at the time the Jets didn't have not one Pro Bowl player. By the time he was done with that defense, it was 3. He did this as a coordinator. Now, when Raheem Morris, when he was so-called interim head coach, you would have thought, okay, he saw what was going on here in Atlanta. He came over here to be the head coach. Why in the world you let go Ryan Nielsen to bring in an inexperienced defensive coordinator? Ryan Nielsen had already had the defense playing top 10 football defense. He already had
the guy.
Yeah, he was not the guy.
He did not fit his system. He did not fit what he wanted to run. That's what we got to learn, man. Listen, we as fans, bro, a lot of times we sit back and hell, I do it. And we're like, wait, why doesn't they do that? They should have kept this guy. The guy didn't fit their system. The guy didn't fit his vision of what he wanted.
Well,
he went to Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How's their defense? How's their defense?
I mean, they were stout. I mean, they ain't finna win those. They ain't gonna recreate no grits blitz or nothing like that. But they still a good defense. But you also got to consider the personnel too.
That's what I'm saying. It's about the personnel, but it's also about if you're a head coach and you got a certain, man, I think, and you look at your personnel that you inherited.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you looking at the film from the previous year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is what they're being taught, and it's not working. I don't see that working. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm looking at my personnel, and nine times out of 10, when a new coach comes in, that previous coaching staff, they're already looking to move on anyway.
Right,
they're not looking at, because a lot of stuff in the NFL is built on relationships too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the coaches get their first head coaching job, they reach out to former coaches that they'll work with, who are also some have come up in the ranks and some are up and coming, and they know and they trust and they see the work and they're set in the room with them. So that's what I'm saying about the people you bring in. And you brought up a good point about, because you're a good offensive coordinator to call plays, but when you become a head coach, it's different. So I think that's what's going on with Kellen Moore now. As a head coach, you got everything on your plate. You're an overseer of everything.
Right.
And then you're the overseer, then you're calling the plays too. And right now, he hasn't found his rhythm, I believe, as a head coach. Yeah. He has not found his rhythm as a head coach. He said today, it's on me. Yes, it's on you now. I have to find a way for us to score in the red zone. So far, everything that he's been coming up with has not been working. That's maybe he's calling the wrong play. He's putting the wrong players out there. And then the players that are out there, they're not executing. It's just that simple.
Right.
So that's all I was saying about that, man. But listen, this is the Atlanta Falcons Fandemic and the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. Post game, Falcons defeat Saints 24-10. Now lead the all-time series 57-56, man. If that's not a rivalry, man, I don't know what it is. One of the most slept-on rivalries in the National Football League. It doesn't get a lot of fanfare nationally, but those who witness it know what type of rivalry this is, man. And Cowboy, man, look, it's been a pleasure, man, doing this with you. I wanted to do it during the week, man, but got caught up at work on the road. Oh, man, it was. I'll tell you about it later, man. It was a crazy week last week, man.
Life keep happening, man. Life is keep life, and that's all.
That's what they say. Life be life, and you know what I'm saying, man. But man, again, man, as I'm looking at the Falcons' final 6 games, man, you got the Jets who played tough today. Then you got Seattle, man. And they come to you, but then you go to Tampa. You got to watch Arizona. I mean, Jacksonville just escaped them today. And you go there. Then you got the Rams, man. The thing is, you got Seattle and the Rams coming to you. And then, of course, you close it out with the Saints. So all these next 6 games, bro, y'all have for y'all to have any chance of going on the run, man, you're gonna have to be one of those NFC West teams, bro. You're gonna have to be one of those. And you can't afford to lose to the Jets, and y'all damn sure can't afford to lose to us at the end of the season. Which gonna happen, bro. We're gonna get y'all back at the end of the season.
We're gonna get some get back.
We'll get some get back. Keep y'all ass at home. Y'all be on the road. We'll
hey man. I can't dispute that one at all. I mean, you guys, like I said, we never. I don't remember the last time either one of us swept one another. You remember?
Man,
I don't remember.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
So I mean, been like 5-6 years. Hold on.
So it's been longer than that. I think it was back in the 90s.
No, it wasn't no 90s. It was recent. What? Let's look at this.
Well, y'all swept us.
Yeah, I want to say, damn, was it Dennis Allen's first year? Of
course,
because I remember with that Michael Thomas catch, they came back, we beat y'all, and then it might have been his first year, I believe.
I might have to research that.
That's about 4 years ago or so, man. Anybody in the chat that know it, man, let us know. But look, Cowboy and myself, we about to get out of here. My beautiful wife then came home, something in there smelling good. So, boy, dog, about to get on out of here, man. And once again, before I get out of here, man, I want to thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
For coming through, man. It was a pleasure, man. We definitely go do this again for the final game of the season, man.
Yes, sir. I always love talking football with you, brother.
I would say good luck to you, but you wearing that ass black and red, so I can't do that. But nah, man. Listen, Falcon Nation, man. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all are not subscribed to this man's channel, I don't know what y'all are waiting for. My brother, he does a great job. He's informative. He's professional, man. And he's just a great human being. And he keeps it honest, man. He tells you just how he feels, and he backs it up too. He got receipts too, man. You know, he got that receipt, baby, because people will fact check you, you know.
Yes, sir. That part. Hey, one thing about me, I love learning the game. I never stop learning the game. So if you fact check me, hey, trust me, it's gonna be taken to heart. You know what I mean? And we form a relationship from there. So, like I said, I mean, I don't downplay it at all. I love being fact checked. Yeah. I don't get onto the internet a whole lot. I get a lot of stuff I get from me watching the game over the years too. So so like I said, if you fact check me, man, trust me, I take it to heart, and we formed a relationship. I got a guy, matter of fact, he's on the Harper LaBelle. He's a former long snapper for the Falcons. Vincent with 100 yards of football. You talk about a historian of the game. And I'm talking about baseball, college, NFL. This guy, he does nothing but share knowledge. I mean, this guy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you link up with him because you kind of remind me of him too. So, but this guy here, oh man, the history of sports.
Right.
I think that's why they named that show 100 Yards of Football. Man. Him and Harper LaBelle formed a relationship, and they have their own show. And they've interviewed people from like Bobby Butler, William Andrews, I mean, all the guys from back in the day, Stacey Bailey, they interviewed them all. But
I hated that dude.
Yeah, Harper LaBelle. I think he started out with the Rams, I think it was. And he came on with the Falcons as a long snapper tight end. So
Okay.
and he's pretty good. Yeah. He
Yeah,
invited me to be a part of his platform, but my plate is already full, man.
Gotcha,
and I may find a way to do it once I have more time, but right now, man, my plate it's just too full. But I appreciate you having me on, man. It's always fun talking football with you, sharing knowledge and all that type of stuff. Especially someone who talk about the same stuff that we grew up watching. So
yeah,
but yeah, I appreciate you having me on, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, is that water still running down side that glass right there in front of you?
Man, I'm finna pour it out and go get another one, man. I don't drink. The last time I drank some warm beer, man. I was in school, man, and mom was calling to make sure I had breakfast. I was like, yeah, mom, I had breakfast. And she said, what you have? I had some eggs and some sausage I had left over in here. While at the same time, as soon as I hung up, I drank a warm beer and a couple slices of pizza and went to class. So
that's some of the nasty stuff, warm beer.
Man, what?
Hey, remember that scene on Good Times when Sweet Daddy bought them a refrigerator because they gave him that warm beer.
Warm beer, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of let me go. We done lost a lot of them just now, bro. We lost a lot of them with that right there, man.
Yeah,
man. Once again, thank you, my man. Enjoy your evening, and I'll be definitely reaching out to you during the week, my friend.
Much love, brother. Appreciate it.
Much love, man. Best to you and the family, man.
Tell the family I say hello.
Family, remember, the doors are always open. So all you got to do is come on in.
Come on in.
We out.
Rise up, baby. Let's go.
There you go. That rise up. I think I'm gonna let him get out here with that rise up. We out. Okay, we out.
Yeah. We back, baby. Keeping it real. Who That Sports Pod. Dolph Jackson, Coach Rock. Presented by the Come On In Sports Network. That Nation, how you doing? Come on in. Take a seat, it's all good, you're amongst friends. Breaking news, interviews, Saints Juice. Open lines up just for you. 9 ball, 10 ball, where you at? 12 ball, 15, where you at? 3rd ball, 17, where you at? 9th ball, all the way in the back. Uptown, baby, downtown, baby. Everybody represent black and gold, baby. Uptown, baby, downtown, baby. Everybody represent black and gold, baby.